Former US President Donald Trump says he's been indicted for an alleged federal crime. North America correspondent Carrington Clark joins me from Washington. Carrington, what more do we know?
Well, yet again, we find ourselves on an historic day here in the United States. Donald Trump will be, or is now, the first former president, or sitting president for that matter, to ever face a federal indictment. Now, most of what we know for sure at this moment comes directly from the source, from Donald Trump, who has been posting on his social media network, Truth Social. So it is still unclear exactly what charges he is facing, although there are multiple media reports that he is facing 7 federal counts, which range from obstruction, willful retention, conspiracy, and a scheme to conceal, as well as false statements. Now, this all relates to confidential documents that were found in Donald Trump's private residence, Mar-a-Lago, which is down in Florida, and his actions following that discovery and whether or not they constituted obstruction of justice. And Donald Trump himself says this has to do with, as he calls it, the boxes hoax. But as I say, at this point, we don't have confirmation. Now, this does, though, follow a very similar pattern to what we saw regarding Donald Trump's indictment in New York. Now, that was related to state crimes. But again, in that instance, the first confirmation we had was when Donald Trump took to social media to say that he was about to be arrested. So this is playing a similar kind of theme, or similar sequence of events. But Donald Trump is saying that he will be indicted. He now needs to turn up at court in Miami next Tuesday local time. And this is coming through his lawyers. He is, of course, blaming the Biden administration again, claiming that this is a hoax, a witch hunt. But at the moment, all the information coming directly from Donald Trump. We knew that this was likely to come to a head soon. There have been parallel investigations, including by Jack Smith, who's a special investigator who was appointed by the Attorney General here in the United States, in order to follow up both the issue of the confidential documents that were found in Donald Trump's residence, but also his actions relating to the January 6th mob that attacked the US Capitol. There were parallel investigations that were ongoing. We knew that they had gotten closer and closer to the inner circle of Donald Trump's closest confidants, and we knew that it was potentially going to come to a head. But now, confirmation from the man himself, Donald Trump has been indicted on federal crimes and will now have to appear at a court in Miami next week.
Carrington Clark with the latest there from Washington.